Sometimes when we're faced with pain, instead of confronting it, we choose to hide it. We pretend everything is fine when inside we're crumbling apart. And this can be one of the most harmful things you could ever do to yourself, because the pain you hide doesn't vanish. It grows in silence. It turns into anger, emptiness, and self-destruction. We put on a brave face and think we're doing well, but beneath the surface, that unresolved pain is eating us alive. It festers like an open wound and poisons our thoughts, emotions, and actions. We become a ticking time bomb waiting to explode, and when we do, everyone wonders why. They see the explosion, but not the years of silent suffering that caused it. But here's the brutal reality. What you don't face will control you. What you bury will eventually resurface. Sooner or later, that suppressed pain finds a way to break through, often at the worst possible moment, like a dark cloud that follows you for the rest of your life. It's essential to understand this. Your pain is not your fault. You didn't ask for it. It was forced upon you by circumstances, people, or situations beyond your control. But what you do with that pain, how you choose to respond, is entirely up to you. Hiding your pain may seem like the easiest option at first. It lets you avoid dealing with those difficult emotions and move on with your life without acknowledging what happened. But this only delays the inevitable. By refusing to face your pain, you give it the power to control you instead of the other way around. Imagine you have a physical injury, a cut that needs to be cleaned and bandaged. If you ignore it, let it fester, you'll end up with a bigger wound, a higher risk of infection and permanent damage. Your body will never truly heal. The same is true for emotional wounds. Ignoring them doesn't make them disappear. It only makes them worse. When you hide your pain, it manifests in other ways. You might lash out and become angry and bitter, hurting those around you and pushing them away. You withdraw socially, becoming isolated and cutting yourself off from the support of friends and family. You develop unhealthy habits to numb the pain, whether it's overeating, substance abuse, gambling, pornography, or something else. Whatever it is, these become your coping mechanisms, your ways of escaping from the pain, even if only for a little while. And then there's self-harm. Some people hurt themselves physically, like cutting or burning, to try and make the pain go away. Others harm themselves emotionally by engaging in risky behaviors, taking drugs, having frequent unprotected sex, or getting involved with the wrong crowd. Any behavior that puts you in danger is a sign that you're in desperate need of help. It's your brain's way of screaming, "I can't take this anymore. Please help me." But here's the hard truth. When you refuse to deal with your pain, when you keep hiding it, it festers inside you and eventually boils over, destroying everything in its path. People who don't understand it see you lash out and blame you for your actions. They call you names like psycho or you've lost your mind. But what they don't realize is that this pain has been suppressed for a long time. It wasn't always there, but now it's consuming you. So here's a question for you. Why do you think pain needs to be acknowledged? Why is it important to confront and heal from your pain? I'll tell you why. Because the pain you hide doesn't vanish. It grows in silence, and it's slowly destroying you. Think about someone close to you, a friend or partner who hides their pain. You notice they're distant, quiet, and withdrawn. You ask them if they're okay, and they say yes, but you sense there's more to the story. You know they're struggling, but they won't open up. What do? Do you give them space and hope they come to you when they're ready, or do you gently encourage them to talk about it? Which approach is better? Well, the answer is simple. Gently encourage them to talk about it. Why? Because when someone is in pain and refuses to acknowledge it, let alone heal from it, they're essentially giving that pain the power to control them. The pain becomes like a dark cloud hanging over their head, poisoning their thoughts, emotions, and actions. All you have to do is look around to see the effects of this. People who refuse to acknowledge their pain often lash out and become angry and bitter. They lash out at innocent people, lashing out at the world for their misfortunes. They hold grudges and seek revenge, convinced it will make them feel better. But all it does is cause more pain and destruction. This is why it's so crucial to stop hiding your pain and start healing from it. When you do, you take back control of your life. Instead of being a victim of circumstance, you become the hero of your own story, capable of overcoming any obstacle and achieving anything you set your mind to. You may have heard the saying, "The only person you can't beat is yourself." Well, it's time to rewrite that. Change it to, "The only person you can't beat is the pain you refuse to acknowledge." And once you've rewritten that, read it every day until you believe it with all your heart. Understand this, you were not born to be defeated. No, you were born to conquer. Think of all the obstacles you've already overcome in your life. You survived childhood. You made it through school and into adulthood. You found love, held a job, raised children, maybe even started a business or two. Life has thrown countless challenges your way, and you've tackled each one head-on. You're stronger than you think. And here's another hard truth. You cannot be defeated by a pain you acknowledge, let alone one you actively work to heal from. That's right. Pain loses all power when you shine the light of awareness on it. The darkness cannot stand the brightness. For example, you might have experienced a traumatic event in your past, something that caused you immense physical, emotional, or psychological pain. Maybe it was a car accident, a mugging, an assault, witnessing someone close to you being harmed, or even experiencing the death of a loved one. These events leave scars on your soul. You relive them every time you try to sleep, every time you're in a crowded place or hear a loud noise. These memories haunt you. But here's the thing. Traumatic memories don't have the power to harm you unless you let them. How do you regain control? By facing the pain directly, by acknowledging what happened, allowing yourself to feel the emotions associated with it, and working to heal. Yes, it's painful, but in doing so, you free yourself from the prison of your past. Here's some advice. Reach out to others. Talk to friends, family, religious leaders, or professionals like doctors, psychologists, or social workers. Share your story. Let the light of awareness illuminate your pain. As you do this, you'll start to realize that your pain doesn't define you. It's just a part of your life story. A story you get to write, rewrite, and ultimately overcome. Remember, facing your pain doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. It's a testament to your ability to survive, adapt, and thrive despite the challenges you've encountered. It's proof that you're not broken. It's proof that you're human. And being human means you're capable of feeling pain, but also of healing and growing from it. So stop hiding your pain. Acknowledge it, heal from it, because the more you conceal it, the more it destroys you. The light of awareness is the most powerful weapon against the darkness of pain. Turn on that light, embrace your pain, and watch as it loses all power over you. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. And remember, if you liked the video, hit the like button and share it with your friends. Until next time.